Well, look who finally decided to hang it up. None other than Jerry Nadler, one of the biggest anti-gun zealots in American Congress, is finally retiring. Yes, I said it, he's retiring. After 3 decades of trying to strip you of your Second Amendment rights, Nadler has finally decided that it's time to pass on the torch. Probably to someone much younger, probably to someone much dumber, and even someone that is more anti-gun than he was. But let's talk about what it really means, because Nadler stepping down doesn't mean that the anti-gun movement is stepping down. Far from it. In fact, his exit says a lot about where the Democratic Party and the gun control lobby are actually headed next. And trust me, it's not good. So the Penguin announced that he would not seek re-election after more than 30 years in Congress. That's 3 decades of pushing gun bans. That's 3 decades of assault weapon restrictions. That's 3 decades of magazine limits, and that's 3 decades of universal background checks. He didn't frame this as being tired or defeated. Nope. He actually said it's more about making room for the next generation of leaders. Translation, I've done all I can to screw with your gun rights. Now it's someone else's turn. He called it a natural transition, and I'll give him this much. After 30 years of pushing his anti-gun agenda, he probably thinks that the job's done. But don't think for a second that this means that they're going to ease up on trying to disarm you and trying to disarm me. If there was a Mount Rushmore of anti-gun politicians, Jerry Nadler would have his big, smiling, ugly mug right up there next to Dianne Feinstein and Chuck Schumer. This guy has been one of the most vocal advocates for banning so-called assault weapons, which, by the way, is just a scary name that they have labeled the everyday AR-15. He's been at the forefront of every single federal gun control push for the last 3 decades, the last 30 years. Red flag laws, Nadler loved them. Magazine bans, Nadler loved those too. Universal background checks, Nadler couldn't get enough of those. Banning AR-15s outright, Nadler practically salivated at the thought of banning every single AR-15 in this country. This is the same guy who once argued that civilians don't need weapons of war, completely ignoring the fact that criminals don't follow the laws in the first place. You see, that's always been the thing with Nadler. Legislate from emotion, not from logic. And now, after decades, literally 3 decades of pushing unconstitutional nonsense, he gets to walk away with a government pension while the rest of us are left here to fight the battles that he helped to start. So here's the thing. Nadler retiring isn't some big Second Amendment victory. It's not like the anti-gun lobby is packing up their bags and going home. The gun control machine doesn't rely on just one man. It's literally an entire political apparatus funded by billionaire activists like Michael Bloomberg and propped up by corporate media outlets that have made banned guns literally their religion. And now, Nadler's passing the torch. That means that we're probably going to see someone younger, someone louder, and someone even more radical step in to pick up where Nadler left off. These people who just want reasonable regulations, these are the people who think that the Second Amendment shouldn't exist at all. So yeah, Nadler's retiring. But the real fight? Oh, that real fight is just getting started. So if you're a gun owner, Jerry Nadler's retirement should be literally a wake-up call, because the next wave of politicians, the so-called next generation of leaders, is going to come in swinging harder than ever before. They have watched Nadler, they have watched Feinstein lay the groundwork for decades, and now they're ready to take it a little bit further. Forget banning assault weapons. These folks wanted to ban everything that they can get their hands on. Your handguns, my handguns, your shotguns, my shotguns, your scary black rifles, my scary black rifles. They want to ban it all. And they're not shy about it either. They literally say the quiet part out loud. They think that the Second Amendment is outdated, and they will tell you that they want it gone. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, because Nadler stepping down doesn't change how I operate. Because at the end of the day, it was never about one politician. It's about an ideology that sees your right to defend yourself as an inconvenience to their control. Nadler may be done, he may be retiring, but there are 100 more jokers just like him waiting to take his place. And if anything, the next generation is even more hostile towards gun owners. And if we're not paying attention, if we're not ready to fight for our rights every single day, they will use Nadler's legacy as their blueprint to come after everything that we own. So yes, the penguin is out. But don't pop the champagne just yet, because the war on your gun rights and the war on my gun rights is not ending. It's literally evolving. And if you think I'm exaggerating, just wait until you see who they send to replace him. Listen, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and don't forget, stay safe, stay trained, and stay free. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, y'all.